Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes for everybody to join in. And we'll just wait like a couple more minutes.
What time is it there?
1:15 in the morning.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Oh no. I'm so happy to hear your voice.
Huh?
I'm so happy to hear your voice
Oh, thanks.
again.
I know. How have you been?
Good. I don't know. There's something the matter with my camera, I think so.
Oh, no.
I know.
Yeah, Zoom.
But I can see you.
I'm glad. Good. I'm glad you can see me at least. I think. Where's Jamie?
I don't know. She's the one that kept telling me, make sure you join. She's been there every step of the way.
No, I know
teaching
she
me
kept
things
saying that she's joining in, so she should be here any minute. Well, maybe we'll wait like 4
I'm gonna
minutes.
text her.
But yeah, it's crazy how the time difference.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Oh, here we go. Some more people coming in. But I got it. I just was like laying in the dark for a little bit to just like recharge.
You look fantastic. I wonder if you're going to be able to get to sleep after this.
No, I'll probably like pass out for sure.
Oh, Jamie's on. Jamie's on.
Hi.
Hi.
Hmm.
Hi.
Mom,
Hi.
you're the only camera off.
Okay.
I can't get it to work. You know me, Jamie. I'm computer illiterate.
So we have a mom and daughter in this group.
Oh, nice. I forced her to join. Not that it was that hard. I forced her to start training with Tiffany, and then she fell in love with her. And then I forced her to join this.
Oh my gosh, Jamie, I thought you had I just realized it's your shirt and your picture frame. I thought you had like a background completely outlining your body. I was like, that's so
it's
cool.
hilarious. Yeah, no, it's the frame and my jacket.
All right, so I don't know if the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including me, 7, 8, we're missing 3. Let's wait like one more minute, but in the meantime, start to get comfortable because we're gonna kind of start with just a grounding. It's only a 5-minute meditation just to kind of ground ourselves in this call and just like set our mindset. It's more of like affirmation meditation. So just really like whatever you need to do to get comfortable right now. Like if you want to sit up, a couple more people are joining, or lay down or whatever. Just start to kind of make your way into a comfortable place. And like I said, it's only going to be a like 5-minute meditation. So nothing too crazy, don't worry. All right. So making your way to a comfortable place and just start to close your eyes. And then just take a big inhale. Everyone can hear me okay, right? A big inhale. Feel into your body. And then exhale, relax a little more. Just sharing the screen while you guys are doing this, and just start to continue the breath on your own, inhaling and exhaling. Breathing into this space. Keep going at your own pace here. Well, I'm gonna play it through my phone because I tested this earlier to share a sound and now it won't let me, now it doesn't even give me the option. So as I'm figuring this technical difficulty out, just keep breathing on your own. All right, I'm gonna play it through my phone. So if you guys have trouble hearing it, let me know.
Spirited, inspired at this time. All is well. Everything that is happening around me, spirit and the source of love within me. All is well. I'm open to creative solutions. I release my limiting beliefs. I tune into a source of love within. I tune into a source of love within me. I welcome the presence of angels and guides. I welcome the light of the world to enter in. All is well. I am guided. I am protected. I am loved. I am safe. It's okay to feel good right now. I give myself permission to feel good right now. I welcome a good feeling vibration right now. In this moment, I can suspend my fears and my disbelief and my uncertainty, and I can choose to feel good right now. In this moment, I can turn over my fears. I can turn over my projections. I can turn over all my judgment and attack thoughts, and I can choose to feel good right now. Welcoming the guidance of the highest truth and compassion to enter into my space now, to give me inner direction, inner guidance, inner wisdom and joy, inspiration, ideas, offering me support at this time, a feeling of safety, a sense of serenity, a sense of knowing that all is well. All is well. All is well. I send love from my heart out to the world. I know that the power of the love within me has the power to serve people far beyond my physical sight, far beyond my local experience, far beyond my consciousness. I can see beyond all limitation now. I can see the power of my energy moving through me as I extend love and light to the world. My positive intentions have the power to heal. My positive intentions have the power to heal. My positive intentions have the power to heal. My positive thoughts heal my body. My positive thoughts bring light to my family, to my loved ones, to my friends, to my social network online. My positive thoughts bring joy to the world. I have the power to bring more joy to the world. I have the power to be part of the solution. I have the power to show up with grace and serenity and give relief just through my presence, through my thoughts, through my actions and my prayers. I am a miracle worker. I'm a miracle worker. I am a miracle worker. All is well. All is well. I am a miracle worker. My positive energy brings light to the world. My positive thoughts bring light to the world. I can smile. I can breathe. I can breathe easy, and I can smile, and I can trust, and I can know that all is well. That when I'm in tune with positive love and energy and thoughts of love and love and love, that all is well. When I welcome that light, that love into my heart, all is well. When I bring forth an attitude of grace, ease, gratitude, and joy, all is well. When I tune into positive thoughts, positive content, positive stories, when I allow myself to dream of what is possible, all is well. I trust in the power of my inner wisdom now. All is well. All is well. May I send my prayers to the world. May I trust prayers are being heard. May I trust the power of my intentions. May I trust the power of my positive thoughts, and may I trust the power of my stillness. All is well. May I feel the interconnectedness and oneness all throughout the world, knowing that we are all together as one union, a union of beings, serving and supporting and healing each other, sending thoughts of love to the world, sending energy of love to the world, sending prayers and stillness to the world, sending light to the world. All is well. All is well. All is well.
All right. One more breath right here. Just take a big inhale. Exhale it all out. Slowly open your eyes. All right. So let's get started. So let's have everybody go around. I don't want to spend too much time on intros because we did that in the Slack chat. So I just want to go around and have everybody say, like, introduce yourself live and then say just like one sentence that how you're feeling today, even if you're not having the best day, everything is welcome, every feeling is welcome. All right, so let's start with Paige.
Hi, I'm Paige. Today's going really well so far.
Awesome. Okay. Meg.
Hi, I'm Meg. I'm actually been having a really good day too, very productive, and just been kind of excited to get this started. So it's been a good day.
Awesome. Jen.
I'm Jen, everyone. And if you watch the video, you probably see my dog run in and out during that meditation. So I apologize in advance if you wanted to join.
All animals are welcome.
Today's been pretty good. I think this came at a perfect time because work's gonna get hairy for the next few weeks, and that's a lot of it things I can't control. So it'll be a good mindset to like focus on the positive. So mentally preparing myself for craziness, but definitely a productive day. So I'm very excited for this to get going.
Awesome. Jamie.
Hi everyone, I'm Jamie. I've had a really good and productive day today too. The only thing I've definitely realized, and I know it's day one, so I'm looking forward to this getting easier, but I feel like I'm like faking the shit out of the mindfulness part. It's nothing I've ever done before. I've never meditated. I've never closed my eyes. I've never sat still and not talked for that long, even though it was like 2 minutes. But I'm really looking forward to doing more of that. And I think that by the end of the 21 days, I won't be faking it anymore. And I'll be able to sit there more peacefully and actually like control my thoughts. So I'm looking forward to that.
Donna.
Okay.
Hot seat.
My days, I'm Donna. My day has been a little frustrating. I am not computer literate, even though I spend my day at work on a computer. And so Jamie had to walk me through a lot. And like Jamie, go figure, I'm her mom. I've never done anything like this either, which is why she had to make me join. And so I am hoping to learn about it. It feels like I'm incredibly busy with other things, and to take time to even just a 5-minute exercise, which I did, but it all felt unnatural. And so I definitely need to make myself, I'm no longer accountable, Tiffany. I need to get back on your calendar.
Good.
But anyway, but now I am, and this is all on my calendar every day for my video and my things to do in the morning. And so I am looking forward to it also.
Don't worry about the computer thing. I literally went over with my boyfriend how to share the computer audio. He had me practice it like 10 times, I'm not kidding. And then I'm sitting here and I can't find the button because when I have a group, it like moved everything around and I like have no idea where it went. So I'm on the same page with you. And then lastly, Lisette.
Hey guys, I'm Lisette. I'm really happy to hear everyone's had a pretty good day. I have not. I felt pretty stressed out all day and like I was running around and then, but I was looking forward to this moment and like meeting you all. That was like, I had that to look forward to the whole day and I'm really excited to be here and like have more of these talks and meditate and stuff like that.
Yay. Yeah, and going back to what Jamie was saying, when I did this challenge on myself, I definitely feel like I was like faking it for like 2 weeks. Just faking, like, forcing myself to sit and stillness and meditate and do all these things. And it was like, and then finally I finally felt it all and like where every single day I was starting. And I think, I was training you during the whole thing. And I think you probably witnessed it too. So it will definitely happen. Okay, so I thought that we can go over together our morning routine menus. So if you have a journal nearby, grab a journal, or you could put in your notes app in your phone, whatever you're gonna like regularly look at. And the whole, did all of you read day one or not yet, maybe? The whole idea of the morning routine menu is that because I really want us to be in tune with our infradian rhythm and all of that, which by the way, if you want to, I'm going to send in the Slack a couple apps that I might like you don't, obviously you're not forced to download them. They're free apps, but to track your cycle, and also a free meditation app that I use daily. It's called the Meaning of Life Experiment. And it's just he has like hundreds in there and you can pick, he has a 10-minute option and a 20-minute option. And I've actually never done a 20-minute option. I always like 10-minute is my sweet spot with meditation. So I always pick the 10-minute ones, but he has like grounding, anger diffuser, like every like kind of scenario you can think of, and I really like them, and it's completely free. But so the whole idea of the morning routine menu is that I want you guys to be able to flow into your body and your feminine flow of, if you're waking up and you're not wanting to get a full-on workout in, or let's say you're not wanting to meditate, that's okay. You can pick something else from your morning routine menu, and you're accountable every single day to do at least 1 or 2 things from that menu. All right, so I want you to like pick at least 5 things that you have as options. If you guys need more, you can always put in some more, but take the time. I'm gonna set a timer right now for like a couple minutes. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and fill out your morning routine menu and write down some options. And I think I wrote down in the book, let me pull it up, some options if you can't think of any. So my computer is going crazy. All right, so you can pick things like a walk, throwing on a podcast, swimming, maybe not right now with the weather, how the weather's coming. Maybe if you're in Miami, pull a tarot card, journaling, gratitude journaling, rampage journaling, which we will do in the reset, meditation, movement, affirmations, dance, yoga, breath work, walking. I'm gonna give you guys a couple minutes to write some options down, play some music, and then we're gonna go over them so that you guys are accountable. And maybe we can inspire each other with some new options because I just wrote down ones that I thought of. Trying to think of what song I should play. By the time I figure out a song, the time will be up because it's like picking a show on like Netflix or something.
I was just gonna say the Netflix option. You're like, and now it's bedtime.
I never end up watching anything because then I'm just frustrated that I can't decide on anything.
Mhm.
There we go. So just spend a couple more minutes. And I'll write down the apps I recommend.
I welcome all of the beautiful things that are meant for me. I welcome life surround me. I'm with the highest frequency. Clouds come on me. It gets hard. Feels like I can't breathe. I rise higher than I've ever been. I look within.
Are you guys all, everyone's looking up. Are you guys all done? All right, so let's go ahead and share them. I feel like we're in school and I'm like the teacher that is putting you guys on the spot. So anybody feel called to go first?
I'll go first.
Oh, unexpected. I like this.
Ooh.
I like to get the most difficult stuff over with quickly. So what I put was exercise, either the 5-minute exercise or exercise in general, because I've definitely fallen off of that train. Walking my dogs at the park every morning before work. Affirmations. I took it from your list or suggestions because I've never done that, and I like the idea of an affirmation because I'm pretty tough on myself. Meditation, I literally only had 4, but after hearing the meditation just now, I think that might be helpful. And this last one, I'm not really sure if it's appropriate in this circumstance, but I put medicate because I struggle to take care of myself with my medication, and I will find any excuse not to take them. And it's awful. It's so hard. So I really hope that in this 21 days that I develop new habits and feel better about them.
I love that. No, I think that use this opportunity to do all the things that will be good for your body. So Medication is one of them. All right. I like those.
Thank you.
I like those a lot. And I was just going to say that I'm reading this book by Mel Robbins called The High Five Habit. So another option, if any of you want to do, is to look in the mirror every single day and high five yourself, because she talks about how in her book, our brain has no negative connection to a high five. Like there's nothing that has ever happened in our life that someone has high-fived us and we're like, no, that's horrible. We immediately think a positive thing when we high five. So try high-fiving yourself in the mirror and notice if your mood changes, if you feel a little better. So that could be another option too. And affirmations, I could put some like affirmation like downloads that I listen to. I listen to a lot on Spotify. I'll send you guys, I have a whole manifestation playlist on Spotify that I listen to when I work out. And it's a lot of like affirmation songs. And there's even a song in there that it's this guy in the gym, or I don't know, he's saying it to someone at the gym and he's literally like, you are a badass weightlifter. And sometimes I listen to that song and I just look in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm a badass weightlifter. All right. Anyone feel called to go next after that?
I can go.
All right.
So mine's, I actually recently got into like a morning routine because I've been working from home since the pandemic started, and it looks like I'll be working from home forever now. And so that was one thing that I've been trying to do. And so one of the things in my morning routine sounds weird, but it'll make sense in a minute because I work from home. But so I do stretching, and then I also take my dog for a walk. But when I go on a walk, I try really hard to listen to podcasts, a variety of podcasts. A lot of them are like, I forgot his name, but he's the monk guy, Jay Shetty, I think. Or I listen to like some kind of like reinforcement stuff. And then I actually have affirmations everywhere that I look at. So one's on my phone. So anytime I open my phone, I have a little quote. It's silly, but it says to live every day.
Silly.
Like, but it says live every day like Elle Woods after Warner told her she wasn't smart enough for law school. It was cute, but it's like it's a movie that I love, but it's something that I have, and I've got quotes on my mirror when I get dressed telling me to like seize the day and all that other stuff. So I'm constantly telling myself affirmations. And then the other thing I make sure I do is actually change out of my pajamas and put on, maybe it's yoga pants, but at least like a sweater or something, and make my bed, and then do some sort of like light makeup, whether it's just like mascara and like chapstick or something like that, because working from home, I was in pajamas a lot. So it's just part of my new everyday routine that I want to make sure I do. And I was also not making my bed, which you feel so much better when you make your bed. So that is my morning routine.
I love that. You inspired me with I definitely stay in my sweatpants all day.
I mean, I'm in yoga pants now. At least I've got a
You
sweater
inspired
on.
me. Even for this call, I don't have like makeup on or anything, but I brushed my hair and threw earrings on and threw a top on, and I'm like, oh, I feel a little better about myself. So you're right. That's a good one to really every day get dressed a little and make yourself feel good, because when you see yourself every day in pajamas, you start to, not saying that looks are everything, but it just helps you feel a little.
I love that Jen put a sweater on, you put earrings and a shirt on, and I blew dry my hair for the first time in weeks. I've literally looked like a drowned rat for and my boyfriend loves it when I wear my hair curly. So like, it's not been that big of a deal, but I despise looking at myself in the mirror when my hair is curly, and it's just so difficult to manage, and having straight hair is just like so easy. And that was my taking care of myself thing ahead of this call too. So I'm glad that we
We
all.
all wanted,
Yeah.
we're all females and we wanted to impress each other.
And ourselves.
Steph, I've been wearing this hat
There.
for 3 days because you don't want to see what it looks like underneath here. These braids have been in since Saturday.
This
I
is
literally
fun
couldn't-
for a reason, ladies.
Yeah, I couldn't find my hairbrush for like 3 days. And then I finally found it in the car. So I was like, I'm starting to get dreads. Like, all right, who feels called to go next? Anyone?
I can go.
Okay.
So my first one is to go on a walk or a hike, which Tiff, as you know, every time we train, I say that I'm going to go on a walk or a hike the next day, and I typically do not. But I feel so much better when I do. And I went on a hike this morning to kick off this 21 days, and it made it like sent my whole day on a different trajectory. So reminding myself that that's important. Next, and this wasn't on my list initially, but you said it. And then I quickly put it on my list because we've also talked about this, but podcasts. I said to Tiffany that sometimes I don't feel motivated to go on a walk or a hike because I'm just really bored with either the music that I have, or I don't feel like scrolling through a bunch of new music to find something new. And that stops me from going on a walk or hike sometime because I don't have something like that's exciting me to get out the door. And I think that if I can actually get myself to listen to a podcast, not only will I be like gaining knowledge from that, but it could also just be fun and something else to like force myself to go for a walk while I listen to a full episode or something. Another is to listen to music in the morning instead of TV. So I leave the TV on completely as background, like I'm not paying attention to it at all. But while I work all day, and then the only like all I'm getting is just news and commercials and a bunch of nonsense. So rather than having the TV on in the background, I think having music on would probably be better for my mind and spirit. Wrote down to write, which today is the very first day I have like a million notes in my notes app on my computer, and all I do is type all day. So to actually I had to go find a pen. It took me like 20 minutes to like actually physically write something has felt really nice. And Tiffany, I don't know if you said this in the Slack channel, or maybe I've just heard you say it before, but like to not think, to just like write. And that was really helpful today because I wasn't trying to make like a concise sentence, and it didn't matter that I had to like scratch something else or scratch something out, which I'm a perfectionist, so normally that would bother me, but I just kind of let it flow. And then I wrote to read because I haven't read a book and I don't even know how long. To be honest, even getting to the day one portion of your ebook was hard because I just do not ever read. And I feel like my mind is far less smart than it was when I was in school because of it, because I'm never reading anymore. So I want to start reading. And then the last thing I wrote, which is like kind of random and different from the rest, but was to reach out to a friend just because I think that working from home, I don't work with any of my friends anymore, and I don't physically see many of my friends often, and we go so long between talking to each other. And it always I wrote that down because a girlfriend called me this morning on her drive into work just because to say hi for a few minutes, and it made me feel so good. And I haven't talked to this friend in so long, and I appreciated so much that they reached out to me on their own just because. And I want to do that more often, both for myself and to also like make my friends know that I'm thinking about them too. That's all.
Love that. I love all of those. I wrote
Thanks.
down our brain, it's like proven. I'll find the studies because I feel like I always say things and then and people are like, can you show me actual proof? But it's proven that our brain, when we're like physically writing, it's actually like changing our subconscious deeper than typing and doing things on our phone. And it was probably in the ebook you read the thing about like writing and not thinking, because there's a couple days which you're either gonna love or hate, but there's a couple days where we're just gonna do full on rage on the pages. Rage on the Page, which is like my new favorite activity. But basically you're going to have a day where you're literally setting a timer for like 10 minutes and like putting all of the anger in your body on the page. And even if you're not angry, you're just gonna you're gonna be surprised like all the things that come up, because when I did it, I was like, whoa, I'm never angry in real life. And then when I did it on the page, it was just like flew out of me. So I'm
Awesome. I look forward to that.
All right. Anyone else want to go next?
Go.
Yay.
I'll go. Yeah, with that writing thing, I had a professor in college who I've always really liked writing. I used to be really into poetry, but he turned me on to the free writing where you just sit down, and that's where I found my like true voice through writing. And that's like where things just flow. Sometimes I like start with song lyrics because I'm like, I don't know what to write. And I'll just start writing something. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I didn't even know I was feeling that. What, like, where did that come from? So for me, I have a pretty strong routine in the morning with, I do meditation and I do gratitudes every day. And I've been doing that for a long time. So actually for me, I am challenging myself to change it up a little bit, because I feel like I've almost gotten to the point where I'm just doing it now just because, and I'm not really getting the full benefit. So rather than just like, okay, get up, sit down, do your meditation, do your 5 gratitudes, I want to first do a more of a self check-in of like, what do I need today? Is a meditation going to serve me? Is a walk going to serve me? Is putting on some music going to serve me? So that's one of mine, is to first do a self check-in. And then from there, pick and choose. Is it a day for meditation, for gratitudes, affirmations, whatever it may be? I do like to do some sort of writing. And then the other thing is adding in a little bit of movement, just like whether it's a walk or, put some music on and move, or do some light stretching. I normally do my workouts a little later in the day. But in the morning, I'd like to start getting a little bit more, just get the blood flowing a little bit. And then the third main one is when I sit down, I did listen to a lot of podcasts actually, and I want to switch to doing a little bit more music, just having like some chill beats, because I do find whenever I put music on, for whatever reason, I go to podcasts first, but whenever I put music on, I just feel like so much better. It just like gets me more in the zone, or maybe I'll start dancing or singing. It really gets me more creatively thinking rather than hearing someone else's thoughts. I feel like I think a lot more of my own thoughts. So it's just making some of these switches that I think will re-get me in touch with my, with myself and with my routine, rather than just doing a routine just for the hell of it, because I know it's good for me and I can like check that box. So, yeah.
No, I love that. I mean, truly, that's what this reset is about. It is about not thinking that a routine is every day I have to do this checklist, because like when I talk about the infradian rhythm in the 21-day reset, males are designed to have that, and like their hormones go perfectly with following a circadian rhythm. Wake up, literally whatever, do a intense workout, whatever the routine is. I think I saw this Tony Robbins video. He literally does the same exact thing every single day, and he's done that same exact routine for I think like 30, 40 years. And women can't do that because we have hormones that are fluctuating, and we are not designed to do that. And if we force ourselves to do that, we're just going to hit a point where we're like, I hate this, So I think the whole way I designed this reset is exactly that, for you to really like step into your feminine flow of what does my body need today. And that's why you have your menu of like, when you were talking, I was feeling like I feel like you maybe throw on some music and just like move your body, whatever flows, whether it's dancing or how you said you did the active stretch this morning. And you probably saw in the video, I was literally just flowing. Like I started with like yoga, and then I was like, no, now I feel like doing this, and really just flowing into that movement. And I think that's so much more enjoyable than trying to force yourself to be like, need to do this. All right, so thanks for listening to my rant. Next.
I could go next.
All
So
right.
I think just kind of based off of what you were saying, Tiffany, like that's what attracted me to the 21-day reset, because I have a really difficult time doing like the same thing every day, or even having a routine where like my husband would like go walk every day after work at like a certain time, and he did it like faithfully, and he lost all this weight. And I was like, oh my God, like I can't even do anything regularly because I get bored, or I'm like, I don't feel like it. And then I feel so bad that like I didn't do that thing. So I really like the idea, like a menu that I could just choose from. So I wrote journaling. I definitely want to work a lot more on gratitude journaling, because I have a difficult time like feeling grateful for things. Like I'm so good at picking out like anything that has gone wrong, and then I'm just like, oh, I should be grateful, and I have a difficult time with that. I added guided meditation because very similarly, like I have a hard time staying still, like staying focused. So I've been listening to this, I think it's like Lumosity breathing work, where it's just like 2 minutes, like it slowly builds you up. And so it's just like, if your mind starts wandering, just come back. I'm like, okay, I can do that. Because it's hard for me to like stay grounded a lot of the time. I put sun salutations, walk outside. I also live in Hawaii, so it's like pretty much always good weather and not too many bad days. And there's like a walking path right close by where I am. And I did add the podcast and making my bed, because my bed feels so much better when I can, like, I work from home too, but I'll like pass my room, I'm like, oh, my bed's made, it's like waiting for me later. But I do remember that it just feels nice, and it's so easy to do, and you can do it pretty quickly. And then I also included like doing breath work, and did I already say yoga or doing like I think I still have like a subscription to the Beachbody on Demand thing. So I just want to like get some kind of quick workout in there before I start my day.
Perfect.
That's it.
I love it. Yeah, that's why I put the 5-minute workouts too. I mean, of course, you guys have access to the longer workouts, but the 5-minute is like, you have no excuse to not do a 5 minutes of movement, and whether and maybe you throw on my 5-minute video and you're just like, I'm just gonna like listen to you do it, but then make my own at the same time. Like you don't have to, flow with it. And the Hawaii thing, isn't it crazy how we take for granted? I remember when I lived there, I told every time I would go on the walking path in Kapa, I would tell myself, like, why don't I do this every single day? This darn walking path, it's so beautiful. And then I would only do it like once a month. It's crazy. And now that I don't live in Hawaii, I'm like, why didn't I just embrace it more? So I think like the gratitude will help you step back into your body of like, okay, I need to embrace this beautiful place I live in and go outside. All right, Lisette, I feel bad. We keep ending up last, but you're first in everyone's first in my mind. Don't worry.
Actually, Meg, when she spoke, I totally relate with the podcasting. Like I do too much of it. Like I fill my time with it to the point where I'm not mindful of it. I'm just like, oh yeah, I know that. Like, oh yeah, I know that. And like, I want to stop that and actually listen to music. Something that I've done recently that helps is I have like 3 songs that I know put me in a good mood. And I dance in my mirror, like, and it really changes your entire vibe for like the whole morning. So I want to make sure I do that, like some kind of movement, which is super important for me. The song, dancing in the mirror, a mirror affirmation, forcing myself to like compliment myself at least once a week will be hard. I've done that before, and I can realize how uncomfortable I am doing it. And so I know trying to do more of it will help my subconscious thoughts and hopefully, yeah, improve my self-image and stuff like that. And then swapping or delaying my coffee and making a tea is something that I want to do more of. So not getting rid of the coffee, but just like mindfully brewing tea, making sure I drink a glass of water every day. But again, if I don't want to have the water, then I won't, because I have the same, like, oh, I'm doing the same thing every day. And I get bored too. And then stretching, because I'm recovering a few injuries. So making sure I'm taking care of myself, like that is a priority for me right now. But those are my things. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, stretching is another thing that I think everybody takes for granted, but especially when you're injured, it's so important. But I remember when I had my sprained ankle, I literally didn't do the exercises every day that I was supposed to. I tried walking on it every single day as if like that was better than stretching. So please stretch. All right, you guys, I love all of these so much. And I hope that the others watch the recording and that they feel inspired and we get to hear what their morning routine menu is. Also, I was thinking earlier of pairing everyone as like accountability partners. There's 9 people total. So there might have to be one group of 3. But I'm gonna probably send that later in the Slack because I'm just kind of trying to see what personalities will like inspire each other. And what else? Okay, so I want to talk about the calls. I want to talk about a couple things real quick. So the accountability every single day, I know it's a pain, to go on the Slack and have to, but it's 21 days, that's it. And I want you guys to really, it's interesting because like when you have someone holding you accountable, when I was doing this on myself, my boyfriend was holding me accountable, and that helped me so much because there were some days that I woke up and I'm like, I don't feel like doing my meditation, or I don't feel like doing something. And he was like, you're doing this challenge to, at the time I didn't even know I was going to create this. I was just like doing this on myself to feel better. And that helped me so much. So checking in daily on the Slack and at least just like trying to keep yourself accountable for the 21 days is going to really make a huge difference. So as much as it might seem like daunting to have to do that, like as if I'm your teacher, but checking your homework, but I want you to really try and think of it as like, this is helping me stay accountable so that I can continue this after the 21 days is over. And then next is the movement thing. I really want to reiterate that movement is so important, especially if you're doing something like affirmations, because affirmations are amazing and they are so amazing for our subconscious mind. But if we're holding on to deep wounds in our body that are basically counterbalancing all the work we're doing on our mind, you're not going to get very far with and it's the same thing vice versa. If you're doing all these things for your body, but you're not focusing on your mind. So I really want you to think of when you're doing movement, trying to really think of these things, because most of the time, if you're doing movement, you probably look in a mirror or you're looking at your body or whatever. And I really want you to just think of, your affirmations or these like things that you want to be telling yourself and how you're talking to yourself. And even like Jamie was saying, playing the TV in the background. I'm a big believer in we take in so much subconsciously. Like I don't play any sometimes I play like really bad rap to work out too. Like I really try and like play music that is filling my mind up with like and changing my subconscious brain. And that's why I totally shifted to like playing my manifestation list when I'm working out, because my boyfriend listens to metal. Like, I don't know, just like one time I heard his music and it was so intense, and that I'm not bashing any other type of music. Like if you're into metal, that's amazing. But I do think like if you're just notice and feel into your body when you're watching TV, when you're listening to music, are you starting to feel like anxiety or kind of angry, or you're starting to not, just kind of feel into your body and notice how it's making you feel. Another good thing to do is maybe put on YouTube binaural beats, or I literally search on YouTube all the time, just random, like this. Basically, my focus all this 21 days is to keep up with I'm doing this whole challenge on myself of changing my money mindset. So like all day, every day, I just put on random money YouTubes on the background talking about like being worthy of money, and like I'm just and then as soon as I feel my body is starting to have negative thoughts like, shoot, I can't afford this, I'm like, here's another money video that I'm putting on. So just try and like really feel into your body and notice when you're like what you're taking in, because that's going to be a big part of this reset too. And everything is affecting us, daily, especially with how much is going on in the world, and the stress of, the world right now. Another thing that I want to talk about is this Saturday is the Shake Rising class with Sarah. It is 8 a.m. Hawaii time. So I think that's Los Angeles time, 9, 10, 11, 3 hours later. And then I don't know the rest of the time zone, so adjust your time zone. I have to see what time. I think it's like 3 p.m. or something for me. But the Zoom link is in the Slack, and I'll also post it again. And that class is really going to be a mix of, and it's going to be like deep feminine flow. She's going to basically put us through like working out, dancing, moving, shaking, visualizing, affirmations, everything into that class. And it's going to be really powerful. So just remove your ego and let's just have fun with it. And I'll also record it. She's allowing me to record it so that I could play anyone that misses it, or you guys will have access to it to do it on your own time. And then I want to talk to you guys about the rest of the calls, because we have 3 more special events. We have a group hypnosis. We have a call with the therapist that I worked with for a long time, and she's going to be talking about like removing negative blocks. And we have, what was the last event? The sound bath. So I wanted to see, like, do you guys prefer a weeknight, or, because I know with the time change, it can be a little late for some people, or do you guys prefer a weekend? Like, why can't I think of that word? Or a weekend. So maybe like if you can write in the Slack right now, if you prefer a weeknight or a weekend, morning or night. If you put weekend, please put like if you prefer morning or night. Put that in the Slack. Sorry, not the Slack, the chat of this Zoom right now. The sleep depriving is hitting me. I can't think of words easily. It's in the chat. If you could put weeknight or weekend, morning or evening for the rest of the calls. And then lastly, I just wanted to finish this call with asking you guys if you have like any questions, because I don't want to overwhelm with you with calls. We'll probably do a halfway check-in call, and then so probably 2 more calls with just me, a check-in halfway, and then a final call. And then we have 4 special events. Weekend can do Saturday morning. Okay. Weekend. Perfect. Yeah. So if all of you guys could put in there, and then I'll ask the others in the Slack too, and then I can decide when to set those up, because they were just asking me what days and times and all that. But yeah, I just wanted to open this up to any questions. Basically, we're going to check in every single day. I'm going to go through every single day with you guys. So like today was morning routine. Obviously I did this live with you guys, but then tomorrow is day 2. And let's look at it now. Day 2 is, oh my goodness, my Mac sucks. So it's slowly going. Well, when I finally get to it, it'll be amazing. Day 2, okay. Oh, tomorrow is the rage on the page. Perfect. So tomorrow is the rage on the page. Yes. So we're going to basically, so yeah, you're going to put on, I recommend to put a binaural YouTube or your favorite song. If you want to put a rage inducing song, this is the one time I'm allowing it. If you want to put your metal on here, you can put your metal. And you're going to set a timer for 20 minutes and you're literally just going to not think and you're just going to rage your brain away. And after, and we're going to talk about it, I really want the Slack to be such a comforting space for you guys. Like I want it to be a place that you feel so comfortable to talk about. Just like we did on this call, some of you guys were like, had a great day. Some said, you know, the day wasn't as amazing. And like, I want the Slack to be that space for all of you is, you know, check in there. And I added a new channel today of just like chatting, like anything that you want to chat about, anything that comes up, comments, questions. You're struggling, right in that Slack because we're all here to support each other. So if you're like, I'm fuck this morning routine, I'm done with it. Like, I hate you, Tiffany. I don't want to be a part of this. Like, write it in the Slack and we will put you back in action. Because trust me.
Is it recommended that we do the rage on the page in the morning?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter, but I would suggest, I say do everything in the morning because honestly, if I don't do something in the morning, I probably won't do it later, especially if it's during the week and you have work and stuff, you know, and I know we're training.
I would have thought after a work day, you would have been raging after a work day.
I know what I was thinking too.
Yeah, true.
But it might be nice to get the rage out before the workday so I don't let it out on my coworkers passive aggressively.
Right. Maybe do it after our workout or before. No, maybe before our workout, because then we can move and you can just let it out through the workout.
All right, Tiff. All right. I'm gonna try to do it before 8 a.m. tomorrow.
But yeah, and that's the one thing I think I write it in there too is really try and like get movement after the ridge on the page, because you're going to be holding on to a lot. And a lot of times when you do something like that, it's very easy to like you're holding on to a lot, and then anyone around you or anything that happens in your day, you're just like, you know, you don't realize it, but you might be like letting out that emotion a little bit. So I recommend like grounding yourself after the rage on the page. And I like, let's say you set a timer and you're listening to music, and I write this in the ebook too, after you finish, and the timer goes off, like maybe click the timer again if you have time, and just like sit there and breathe and feel back into your body. Like notice, I want you to take at least like 5-10 minutes, even longer if you have, after the rage on the page, and really just feel what's coming up, because that's a big proponent of it, is really like feeling into all that stuff that comes up. And then if you can get movement in somehow, some time throughout the day to just kind of move that energy. So yeah, that's tomorrow. And yeah, like I said, what?
Can you share like in the Slack channel, like the app or whatever that you use for meditation and stuff? Because like after the rage part, the idea of sitting there for 5 to 10 minutes in my thoughts. Like, I feel like I definitely need guidance
Yeah,
through
yeah,
that part, or I'm
definitely.
just gonna like stand up and punch something.
Yeah, I'll write, I wrote it in here in the chat on the top, and then I'll write it,
Okay.
I'll
find
write it in the,
Oh,
in
meaning of
the
life.
Slack as well. I'm just going to screenshot everything you guys wrote for the days. So yeah, so I'll write it in the Slack too. And every single day, there's gonna be a day. I'm also gonna send you guys the one I played earlier because it's only 5 minutes and it's 5 minutes of affirmations. And I don't know if any of you resonated with it, but I think it's a good one to just kind of like get feeling good. And yeah, there's going to be different days. Like there's another day where I'm going to have you guys do a walking meditation, and I'm sending you guys a full-on walking meditation for that. And that it's made to be your walking and your listening to it while you're walking. So it's some of the meditations that I'm going to say to do during this reset are active movement meditations as well. So yeah, that's it. Do you guys have any questions?
I have one more question. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you recommend after Rage on the Page that we meditate first, or that we shake it out first?
I think shake it out first.
Shake it and then
Let it-
meditate. Okay.
Yeah,
that
let
makes
it
sense.
out. Maybe sit for a sec, like take like, at least a minute or two and just like feel it everything come up, and then shake it out, shake it out, and then meditate, or either one, just to see how you feel,
Okay.
See how you feel. Like, I think when I did it, I literally just felt like I just laid there for like 20 more minutes. Like I couldn't move. I just like laid there. and then I got up and went for a walk because I was like, oh shit, I'm about to take out a lot of anger on my boyfriend right now. It's because of freaking anger. Yeah, just feel into how you're feeling. And yeah, if there's ever a day where you're like, you come up to the day and you're like, what in the world, Tiffany? Like, what is this? Because there's going to be some things that your mind might be like, this is so out of my comfort zone, but like, reach out to me or reach out in the Slack, because yeah, it's crazy. Like a lot of these things, like the Rage on the Page, I had never done before either. And then I started doing it, and it helped. It changed my life so much. So then that's why I put it in this reset. So you never know what's on the other side of the comfort level. Any other questions, comments? No, we're good. All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a photo of us because I'm excited.
Oh no.
All right, hold on a minute.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
Put
what
your
the?
camera back on
No, we
now.
want you back. We're not doing it until
Not
you're back.
allowed.
Donna early.
We're not doing it until, there you go.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3. Yay. All right. And then now we're all going to high five.
Yes.
And we're all going to be like, 21-day reset. We got this. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
21-day
reset.
reset.
All right. I love you guys. And
Thank you,
again, I
Tiffany.
could stay on this call for like ever, but I know that you guys have a life. So
You better go to
Probably need to
sleep.
go to bed.
yeah, I should
Bed.
sleep too, but I'm all excited. So
Aw.
but yeah,
Thanks, everyone. It was nice to meet you guys.
Yeah,
Thank
so good
you.
to be here with all of
Nice to
you.
meet you.
bye.
Bye.
Take care.